That is the oldest tombstone in this cemetery. Today's adventure takes us to Warsaw. No, wait. Not that Warsaw. Warsaw, Indiana, and to Oakwood Cemetery. This cemetery is fabulous. It goes back to the 1830s, has about 19,000 graves, great monuments, great mausoleums, a lot of Civil War graves. It is really a wonderful old cemetery that I really wanted to explore for a while. So come join me as we explore Oakwood Cemetery. Wow, there's a whole section here of just extremely old markers, tombstones. Looks like we have Mary Ann here, wife of Abner Demond. Looks like June 5th, 1859. One is knocked over there. Just amazing. I don't know if these have sunk into the ground. It looks like a lot of them have. As you could tell, here's the handshake, but that's all you could see on that one. So I don't know if that broke or sunk. And if you notice here too, look how close together these are. I mean, these are all within 1.5 feet of each other. I'm assuming these smaller ones are probably infants, babies, small children, perhaps. I like this one here. Memory of Mary Fairbrother, departed this life July 29th, 1838, aged 31 years, 3 months, and 18 days. What a beautiful tombstone. Here's another Fairbrother, sunk into the ground though. I mean, these are just great. I'm not going to go through and read all these. Freemason symbol on this. Just wonderful. Looks like Charles is the name down there. Just really wonderful. There's rows and rows of them. This one here, somebody had put a heart-shaped wreath on. Let's see what we have on this one. This is a nice design tombstone. Hard to make out the name on that one, at least it is for me. Looks like Rebecca down there, his wife. This one hasn't sunk much at all, but it is extremely old. This one's in great condition. Malone, it looks like. Davis. Died 1849. Second, I thought it was 1819. I was going to get really excited there. And look how close together these are. Is there writing on the other side? Oh yeah, look at that. So that's interesting. They're kind of facing each other. William Dashford died September 5th. It's like 1850 perhaps. It's right where it broke in half, so it's hard to tell. Priscilla, wife of somebody, died 1847. Got one here. Looks like 1830 something. Julia Ann. Just beautiful. It's just amazing how close together these are. It's Sarah here. And there's no like rhyme or reason because they're just like, they're facing each other. So I'm guessing that this is the aisle that you'd walk through And on either side would be the graves. William Griswold here. Catherine. Really nice. This one over here is in just great shape. That must be what it is. These must be aisles that you'd walk down. Catherine here, wife of William Sharber, it looks like, and then that's sunk into the ground. You see the finger pointing up. I've never seen a design like this where you just kind of have aisles on either side. Another one with the finger, the Bible. Samuel's the name. Andrew's last name. These are just great. Wow. This one's sunken in, the finger pointing up. Nancy something. We got Charlotte here, wife of William Nobles, or Knowles, 1856 on that one. Wow, it's remarkable. Let me go across here. There's a couple of military ones I want to check out. Sergeant George Kellogg, Company D, 54th Indiana Infantry. Thank you for your service, assuming that's Civil War. Is that Louis? See something blue. Very hard to tell on that one. The engraving is very shallow. There's the war veteran sign right next to that. What a just stunning cemetery. Just a beautiful spring day here in Warsaw, Indiana. As a matter of fact, it's a little bit odd as I'm watching people walk through the cemetery for exercise, and people are just cruising around the cemetery on motorcycles, and I think somebody was just jogging through the cemetery to get some exercise. Great spring day here. Hopefully the wind isn't bad on my audio. I wanted to check out this mausoleum. What a simple structure, but impressive structure. Maury looks like the name. You look at it, it is obviously bricked in, which generally means that the family is no longer around to take care of it. So usually in that case, the cemetery will just brick it in since there's no more family members around. There is a little hole up there. Too bad it's not bigger, or else I'd be able to stick the camera in there and see what I could see. An interesting structure. Old. It is old. I don't see anything but this Maury marker here, and I assume that's who's in the mausoleum. I could be wrong, however. That's really cool. It's a really cool mausoleum. A nice old obelisk here. Unfortunately, it is starting to lean and slide a little bit off of its base. That's Joseph's. Joseph S. Looks like Keck is the name. I see K-E-C-C perhaps. 1873 is when Joseph died. Very nice one here. Drew. That one's a little difficult for me to read. Another nice one here. A lot of Civil War soldiers buried in this cemetery. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to the Civil War section of the cemetery now and explore that a little bit. Now, I don't know if this is just Civil War or all wars. As we walk there, here's one. Colonel Joseph Dodge, 30th Indiana Infantry. Thank you for your service. Let's see what this says. I believe this is probably all wars because some of these do look rather new. Here we go, nice memorial here. This memorial is dedicated in grateful memory to our men and women who served God and country in the armed forces. John C. Peterson, Post 49, American Legion, Warsaw, Indiana. Very nice monument. And you can see the graves around here. Now, these are all different veterans, all different wars, but across the way here in the distance, and you can see that on camera, is specifically Civil War. And all of these men died in the Civil War. And in the middle here is a monument to them. Monument is difficult to read as it's very worn. Something Black died June 23rd, 1861. I wonder if he was the first one in here. Something McGuire died in 1862. And we have something, looks like Charles Davis, 1862 as well. But a great monument there. What a beautiful day as you hear the birds chirping in the background. I'm keeping my eye out for this Thomas Hubler, who was a Civil War soldier, youngest Civil War soldier ever. And that's why I was going to try to find his grave, but he was not in the Civil War section. He was actually enlisted at 9 years old on May 7th, 1861 as a drummer, and then later went on to fight. In 1909, Bixler's the name on this wonderful mausoleum. Doors are open slightly. Can't really see a lot in there. Looks like somebody tried to force those doors open. A nice old mausoleum. Yeah, Thomas Hubler, youngest to ever enlist in the Civil War, 9 years old. I can't even imagine. He was a drummer for a little while, then actually re-enlisted as a soldier to fight. And by the time the war was over, he was only 14 years old. Can you believe that? Beautiful stone here. Coleman is the name on that one. And then next to it, 1901, above the door, is this mausoleum. R.C. Smith is the name on this one. And you can see, got creative with the S. We have a S to the right and then a backwards S on the left. A nice little design on the door. 1901. There's another door inside that one, so you can't see in that. How nice is that? Brick. And it looks like a house. Some of the bricks are beginning to give way here, as the foundation must be sinking a bit. But after 120 plus years, that's not bad. So we look around to the back. No other information on this other than the name. Don't know how many are inside. Could be one, could be more. Could be none for what I know. I'm sure somebody's in there. It's a nice little tree stump here. 1823 died. Looks like 1907 if I'm reading it correctly. Looks like there's two people here. Perhaps military. You can see the squirrels have made this their dinner table. Wow, look at this one ahead. Look at that statue on top. Hayes is the name on this one. Look at that. That is just beautiful. A little closer here. Beautiful. A woman with an anchor, what appears to be an anchor in her hand. Is like going back, yeah, it is indeed an anchor. Which I suppose is fitting because if you look off to my right, it's water and what appears to be camping right there. There are several more mausoleums I want to take a look at. Weidemann is the name, 1925 on this one. This is not related to the mausoleum, it doesn't look like. It just happens to be in front of it. Beautiful stone nonetheless. This does have some glass doors so you can see inside. Maybe you can see inside. There we go. Looks like we have 9 tombs in there. I don't know if there's 9 people in there or not. See some names on there. That's really nice. 1925 is the date on that mausoleum. Oh, and here's our squirrel friends right there. Got some black squirrels with, and then there's a black squirrel with a light colored tail looking for their breakfast. Here's that mausoleum from the side. Really nice, very nice. Let's see what else we could find in here. Okay, are you getting tired of mausoleums yet? I didn't think so. 1918, Haymond is the name on this one. Similar style to the Weidemann mausoleum, actually almost exactly like the Weidemann mausoleum, except this one, somebody did unfortunately break the glass. Just too bad. You can see actually a plant in there. Edgar Haymond, Frank Haymond, 1864, George Haymond, 1873, Ellen Haymond. Yeah, and then there's more Haymonds, or more relatives there on the sides. So, looks like this one is at capacity. No vacancies in this mausoleum. And this was actually built before the Weidemann Mausoleum. A couple more very old tombstones around here. I want to check out these 3, but there's one to my right that's catching my eye I really want to look at too, because it's something I've never seen before. Catherine's the name on that one. And you have the finger pointing up. Looks like Christian perhaps, with the Bible. And that one's a little hard to read, but again, you see the finger pointing up on that one. I wanted to check out this one. This is very interesting. I'm not sure what it's representative of. It almost looks like there's what's supposed to be stones in the middle there with logs on either side with a rope holding that all together with like a capstone. With a capstone at the top. L.R. Wright, W-R-G-H-T, born February something 1821, died, it looks like 1883. Got Elizabeth too, 1820. Hard to see when Elizabeth died because this is worn away a little bit. Got Oscar Wright, born 1853, probably their son, died 1886. What a great marker there. That is just awesome. I've never seen anything like that. Even have where the rope is tied up here. So it looks like stones here, and then this looks like wood, and then that looks like another stone. I don't know what the significance of this is, but what a great marker. As we venture deeper into the old section of the cemetery, this is a 10-foot tall marker there. It looks like there's, if you can see that at the top, looks like it's wheat. Graves is a name, which is oddly fitting, right? Since they're graves. So I wonder if there's a farmer maybe with the wheat. Not sure, but a real nice marker there in the family area, the family plot. As we see graves here on the step. Another beautiful old marker there. I like the weathering on these, how that does that. Daniel Pittenger, it looks like, September of 1860. Let's see if we could see what this is over here. I see Elizabeth, beautiful tall monument, wife of John Pittenger, died August 9th, 1853 at 29 years old. So rather young for Elizabeth there. And we have the moon monument. That's really nice. A couple more old ones right here. Here's graves again, which is obviously not in the family plot. It's outside of the family plot. John Graves, Elizabeth Graves. And then that one's unreadable. Look at all these. Oscar there, died 1878. Several here. Freemason, 1876. Polly. Got another Polly here. Can't see when they died because they've sunk into the ground. Wonderful tombstones. Want to go over here. There's one that's really caught my attention. It's a nice one too. Crawford Knowles, 1879. This one Crawford passed away. Husband and wife, John Foster, Dr. John Foster it looks like, and Ruth Foster. It's beautiful. Sears, not Sears, it's just Sear. tombstone here. This is a tall one. That's very nice. I wanted to take a quick look, get it? Quick look at this one, because this is stunning as we go into the quick family section here. I don't know if you can see that or not. You zoom in a little bit. What a beautiful, beautiful statue. Sits high atop this monument to the Quick family. Just wonderful. Okay guys, I want to locate the oldest tombstone in this cemetery. The last name is Webb. Vicka is the first name, and it's supposed to be in this section somewhere around here. I'm just looking at old, oh, here's a Daniel Webb right here, if you could see that. So Vicka Webb, 1837, is said to be the earliest grave in this cemetery. I wonder if that's it. Here's Vicka here. It looks like, oh, yeah, V-I-C-A, maybe this is it. It's hard to tell what the dates are on that, however. There's a couple more here. Here's a Webb. Oh, here it is. Yep. Small little one, Vicka and Webb. And you can see there, you can make out the 1837. That is the oldest tombstone in this cemetery, according to records. Wow, how nice. Very nice. Okay guys, that's going to do it today from Warsaw, Indiana. What a beautiful cemetery. I'm actually on my way, and this is going to be so much fun. I'm on my way to Mansfield, Ohio. And I'm going to do a paranormal investigation in the Ohio State Reformatory. And for you that don't know, that's where they filmed the movie Shawshank Redemption. I'm going to be doing that tonight, so that's what brings me through Indiana. I thought I should stop at some of these wonderful cemeteries while I'm on my way. So thank you very much for watching. And as always, until next time, keep exploring.